Sairam Chandra. Okay, so let us chant Tubka 3 times, then we shall begin. Om. 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 Sairam. So we are discussing about levels of management. So we have already discussed top level and middle level. Now today we have to discuss bottom level management. Let me share the screen. Okay. The screen is visible or not, Sairam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this third level of management, that is bottom level or supervisory level or operations management. Na? Third level of management, that is the supervisory level or bottom level. The level of management. Okay. It consists of is who come in the category of bottom level managers or who are called foreman. ठीक है, foreman, supervisor, sometimes they are called linemen, sometimes they are called superintendent, ना, so foreman, lineman, superintendent, okay, or supervisor. So these are the bottom level managers. These are a link between middle level management and workers. So supervisors or bottom level managers work as a link between middle level management and workers. So what are the functions of bottom level managers or what are the functions of a supervisor? So what is the work done by supervisors? First one is the planning the day's work. No, supervisors plan what work is to be done on a specific day and distributing the work among the workers. Okay, and distributing the work among the workers. This is the first function. Second, ensuring availability of resources at workplace. ensuring availability of resources at workplace. Like if there is site going on, construction site is going on, so they have to ensure whether cement, bricks, machines and equipments are available at workplace or not. That is the responsibility of supervisor. Okay. Next, to instruct, motivate, and guide the workers. To instruct, motivate, and guide the workers. No, they are called friend, philosopher, and guide of workers. है ना? They are the friend, philosopher, and guide for workers. So they have to give instructions. They have to motivate the workers and uh, guide the workers. As a guide the workers. Then monitoring the progress of work and solving any difficulties arising during the work. ठीक है, तो वो मॉनिटरिंग करेंगे और देखेंगे कोई परेशानी तो नहीं आ रही है. परेशानी आएगी तो दे विल ट्राई टू रिमूव दैट डिफिकल्टी. ओके. देन ensuring the quality of work, then solving the disputes between workers. ठीक है, sending applications, complaints, etc. from workers to management. They send the applications, complaints, suggestions given by any worker to the middle level management. If they cannot solve, they will send it to the middle level management. And they have to send a daily report of work completed. So every day they send daily report of work completed. कि आज कितना काम complete हो गया, कितना production हो गया. That report is being sent by them to the middle level management. ठीक है. एक और हो सकता है explaining the policies of middle level management to the workers. अगर middle level के कोई instructions हैं, orders हैं, so they are being explained by bottom level managers to the workers. ठीक है, साईराम.
Yes, sir.
So these are the functions performed by the bottom level managers. They are very close to the workers. Okay. And they keep close observation, close watch on the workers' work. They try to know whether work is going on smoothly or not. And if there is any difficulty or any problem or any dispute, they try to solve that dispute. So that way, this is the third level or bottom level of management. So the three levels we discuss: top level, middle level, and bottom level. Now, these levels of management are depicted by a pyramid shape. No? We make a pyramid shape to show the levels of management. What is the specialty of this pyramid? Narrow top and wide bottom. This is top management. This is middle level management. This is bottom level management. So this shape of the pyramid indicates that at top level, the number of managers is less, but authority is highest. ठीक है. And bottom level, the number of managers is maximum or supervisors are maximum, but authority is minimum. So as we come down to the ladder, authority keep on reducing and number of persons keep on increasing. That is shown by the pyramid shape of the management. So we show levels of management by pyramid shape, narrow top that indicates that at the top level there are less number of managers. And a top level management consists of only 3, 4 persons, 5 persons. As we come down, the number of persons keep on increasing and the authority keep on reducing. Okay, Sairam.
Yes, sir.
Now, next topic is functions of management.
Sir,
हाँ जी.
who are first line managers?
Supervisors are first line managers है ना. हमको बोलते हैं supervisors are called first line managers.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, functions of management. So far as the question of functions of management is concerned, management thinkers are not uh, agree on a specific set of functions. So different management authors or thinkers have suggested different number of management functions. Some have suggested there are 7 functions of management, some said 5, some had 12. So different authors or different management thinkers have suggested different number of functions of management. But here in this book, for us, they have discussed common functions of management on which all authors are agree. So according to this list, the functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These are the 5 functions on which all people are agree that these are the core functions of management. That is planning, organizing, staffing, डायरेक्टिंग एंड कंट्रोलिंग. ओके, तो आपका जो पहला पार्ट है बुक का ये पूरा इसमें यही चैप्टर है. आप देखेंगे फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड चैप्टर छोड़ के चौथा चैप्टर चालू हुआ प्लानिंग से, तो फिर अगला चैप्टर है ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, अगला चैप्टर स्टाफिंग, अगला डायरेक्टिंग और अगला कंट्रोलिंग. इस पूरी बुक में केवल एक ही चीज एक्सप्लेन की है, प्रिंसिपल्स एंड फंक्शंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, है ना. तो अगला चैप्टर जो प्रिंसिपल्स का, फिर एक चैप्टर बीच में डाल दिया बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट, वो थोड़ा एनवायरनमेंट को समझाने के लिए, अदरवाइज उसका मेन लाइन से कोई मतलब नहीं है ना. फंक्शंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, तो प्लानिंग, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Okay, so what is the meaning of planning? Planning is the process of deciding in advance what is to be done in future. So planning is the process of deciding in advance what is to be done in future. So planning function involves setting the objectives or goals for the organization, okay, and developing a way or method how these objectives or goals will be achieved. So planning is process of deciding or setting the objectives or goals or what to do in future, what goals we would like to achieve in future, and how these goals are to be achieved. That a framework will be decided by the planning function. Okay, so planning is said to be a futuristic function. Planning is related to future. So we decide about future, that what objectives or what goals we need to achieve in future. That is called planning. Okay. After planning, when we have set the targets or objectives, the second function is organizing. Okay. Organizing is considered in two ways. Organization is a combination of different resources like man, machine, material. Organizing is a process of grouping different activities to responsibility relationship among them. So organizing is a process of grouping the different activities. What activities will be क्या करना है उस गोल को अचीव करने के लिए कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज करनी पड़ेंगी ग्रुपिंग द एक्टिविटीज उनको करने के लिए कौन सी जॉब पोजीशन की जरूरत पड़ेगी टू क्रिएटिंग जॉब पोजीशंस activity relationship among them establishing superior subordinate relationship among them है ना उनमें हम एक रिलेशनशिप डेवलप करेंगे कि कौन सुपीरियर होगा एंड कौन सबऑर्डिनेट होगा ठीक है So first of all, we have to set the objective, and in the light of objective, we have to list out the activities. We have to list out the resources which will be needed. Then we will find out that how many people will be needed to perform these activities. Then we create job positions, and we establish authority responsibility relationship among them. समझ में आ रहा है क्या आपको ये ऑर्गेनाइजिंग
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है so this is the second function that is involved that is related with the assembling of physical and financial resources and creating job positions and establishing authority responsibility relationship among them ठीक है अब जो तीसरा फंक्शन है वो है स्टाफिंग एट द स्टेज ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वी क्रिएट जॉब पोजीशंस अभी हमने क्या किया जॉब पोजीशंस बनाई कि हमको 10 मैनेजर्स की जरूरत पड़ेगी 5 क्लर्क चाहिए 20 सेल्स चाहिए सुपरवाइजर चाहिए फलाना चाहिए दिखाना चाहिए तो वी क्रिएटेड जॉब पोजीशंस but now we need to fill these job positions with the suitable persons okay so staffing is the process of filling and keep filled the job positions with the satisfied workforce so we try to find out right person for the right job and we fill all the job positions which are created at the level of organizing okay so manpower requirement basically is the work of staffing so staffing function is related to human resource or manpower so we try to fill the job positions with suitable persons which were created at the level of organizing is clear
Yes, sir.
so we go for recruitment we invite applications you know we shortlist the applications we conduct the test conduct the interviews then after we reach the conclusion that these persons are most suitable persons and those persons who are most suitable they are selected for the job positions available in the organization so that is staffing now see we have got manpower so now we need to give instructions or directions to start the work so next function of management is directing so directing is the process of instructing guiding motivating and communicating to the subordinates okay so directing function of management has four elements supervision then motivation leadership and communication and it is basically concerned with giving instructions orders or command by the superiors to the subordinates so direction means directing is a process of giving orders or instructions or command because until we will not give the command the subordinates will not start working so directing functions begins the action it is said that action begins after directing until we will not get the order or instruction from the superiors we will not do anything so we will start working only after getting the instructions or orders from the superiors. So directing is related with giving orders, instructions or command by the superiors to their subordinates. Okay. Controlling function is said to be the last function of management, and controlling function is related to ensure whether the work is going on according to the plans or not. Means it is going on as we decided or not. Whether the resources are properly utilized or not. Whether the manpower is properly utilized or not. So we have to ensure the work is going on according to the plans. That is called controlling. So controlling keeps the things on track. They ensure that all physical, financial, and human resources are properly utilized, and there is no wastage or misuse of the resources. That is being ensured by the controlling function of the management. Controlling is very important function. So it comes at the last, but it's a continuous process. As soon as we start implementing the plans, we keep on watching, observing, seeing whether the work is going on according to the plans or not. And at any moment, whenever we find that we are deviating, we can intervene and we can bring the things on the track. So that is done by the controlling function. Okay. So that is the last function of management. That is called controlling. Okay. So there are 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Planning is the first function and controlling is the last function. But management is a continuous process. So once one target is achieved, new plans are being set, new objectives are being set, and then in the light of new objectives or new plans, we again start assembling the resources or creating job positions if needed. We again go for staffing if needed. Again, we need to give directions or instructions, and we have to see whether the work is going on according to the plans or not. So this way management is called a continuous process. This process continues. One after the other plans are implemented, then it will continue for a long time. Okay. So these are functions of management. Any doubt to you? Anything you want to ask? Sairam,
No, sir.
आपको कुछ पूछना है इसमें? वैसे सारे फंक्शन दोबारा आएंगे, चैप्टर पूरी बुक ही नहीं चैप्टर्स के ऊपर है. हर एक फंक्शन एक सेपरेट चैप्टर में सारी चीज डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे हम लोग इसकी, है ना. अब इसका लास्ट टॉपिक है कोऑर्डिनेशन. कोऑर्डिनेशन द एसेंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. कोऑर्डिनेशन द एसेंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. एसेंस क्या होता है, कोई बताएगा? डायग्राम कोऑर्डिनेशन. ठीक है. कोऑर्डिनेशन इज सेड टू बी द एसेंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, है ना, बिकॉज कोऑर्डिनेशन इज द फोर्स दैट बाइंड्स ऑल अदर फंक्शंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. जैसे आपने गार्लैंड देखा होगा, गार्लैंड में हो सकता है कि डिफरेंट कलर के डिफरेंट साइज के फ्लावर्स आपने लगाए, but they are connected by one common thread. If that thread is broken, then all garland will be broken. So same thing is about coordination. Coordination binds all functions of management. Planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. They must be done in a coordinated manner. So it is a common thread that runs through all activities: purchase, production, sales, finance, etc. Okay. Coordination is sometimes considered a separate function, but basically it is said essence of management. Okay. Essence means होता है कि core. अगर उसको हम हटा देंगे तो उसमें कुछ नहीं बचेगा. जैसे फूल में से अगर एसेंस निकाल देंगे तो क्या बचता है? क्या पत्तियां रह गई उसमें से, उसको निकाल देंगे. तो coordination will be taken away. Management will not be successful. That's why coordination is said as the essence of management. Okay. So coordination is the activity which is to be performed by every person and by every department. Every person has to constantly try to bring coordination in the activities of organization, and every department should also try to bring coordination in the activities of different departments and different persons. Okay, so coordination begins with the planning itself. When top level make the plans that set the direction, that brings the coordination, that everyone, all the departments, all the people have to work according to the plan set by the top level management. Okay, and according to the plans, assembling of resources is done. According to the plans, direction is done. Okay, and according to the plans, manpower is being recruited and they are being controlled. So that way, main source of coordination is the planning. Okay, so everyone has to work according to the objectives or plans of the organization. That helps in bringing the uh, coordination in the activities of all departments and all persons. Okay, what are the characteristics of coordination? फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर है कोऑर्डिनेशन इंटीग्रेट्स ग्रुप एफर्ट्स. ये तो सबसे कॉमन फीचर है इसका कि कोऑर्डिनेशन यूनिफाइज और इंटीग्रेट्स the activities of different groups or different persons or different departments. Okay, so coordination directs or channelizes the efforts of all people, all departments to the common objective. Okay, so coordination integrates group efforts. Otherwise सब लोग अपने अपनी डायरेक्शन में भागेंगे, हर कोई जो मर्जी है वो करेगा. So coordination keeps them together and motivates them to work for the common objective or common goal. Okay, coordination ensures unity of action. Unity of action means that actions of everyone, actions of the all members of the team, actions of all departments are directed towards realization of common purpose. जैसे फुटबॉल टीम देखते हैं आप लोग, फुटबॉल टीम में 11 लोग खेलते हैं, लेकिन 11 के 11 लोग क्या ट्राई करते हैं कि हम किस तरह से बॉल मारे कि हमारी टीम का गोल हो जाए, हाउ टू विन द मैच. यही करते हैं ना सारे लोग. how to protect our team and how to defeat the opponent. So same thing is done by the coordination, that coordination brings unity of action. That is called unity of action. So different persons are playing, different players are playing, but they are doing the same activity. Their action is directed for same purpose, that is winning the match. Our team should win. In organization also there are different departments, different people, but they all try to work for the organizational objectives. Most common objective of organization is to earn profit. So all activities of all departments and all persons in organization are directed to maximize the profit of the organization. That's why it is said that this coordination ensures unity of action. Coordination is a continuous process. Okay. All the time we have to coordinate the activities, because every time we make a new plan, planning is a continuous process. New objectives are being set to different peoples in the change scenario. Coordination is all pervasive. हर जगह आएगा all pervasive. All pervasive means that it is required at all levels of management. है ना? It is required at top level of management, middle level of management, bottom level of management. Okay, it integrates different levels: purchase, production, sales. They all must work. HR department, finance department, they all work in a coordination. So coordination is a all pervasive function. It is not the activity which is to be performed by one department. Rather, it is the activity which is to be performed by all departments, all levels of management. They have to perform the function of coordination. Coordination is the responsibility of all managers. है ना? केवल सीईओ की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है या फाइनेंस वाले की, एचआर वाले की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है. This is the responsibility of all managers to coordinate the activities or efforts of their group. है ना? अपने सबऑर्डिनेट जो भी हैं उनके एफर्ट्स को, जो पॉलिसीज है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, उनके साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करें. ओके, तो टॉप लेवल अकॉर्डिंग टू द पॉलिसीज ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, मिडिल लेवल जो कोऑर्डिनेट करेगा वो टॉप लेवल के साथ करेगा, और बॉटम लेवल जो कोऑर्डिनेट करेगा वो मिडिल लेवल के साथ करेगा. तो दिस इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ ऑल लेवल्स ऑफ मैनेजर्स, टॉप लेवल, मिडिल लेवल एंड बॉटम लेवल, एंड इज ए डेलिबरेट फंक्शन. ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. Coordination must be done deliberately. We have to take some steps willingly, intentionally, deliberately. अगर आप सोचा कि अपने आप कोऑर्डिनेशन आ जाएगा तो नहीं आएगा. So this is a deliberate function. We have to take some steps deliberately to bring the cooperation. जैसे आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन कोई देना पड़ेगा, प्लान कोई बनाना पड़ेगा, है ना, कोई मीटिंग लेनी पड़ेगी स्टाफ की. So some deliberate efforts you have to put to bring the coordination in the activities of the people. So it's a deliberate function. It's not a spontaneous function कि अपने आप हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. So we have to take some deliberate steps, deliberate efforts to bring the coordination in the activities of the people. ठीक है, बस अभी इतना ही करेंगे आज तो. बाकी जो लास्ट बचा इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन वो अगली क्लास में करेंगे. ठीक, आई एम कमिंग बैक टू द मीट. तो 18% आते हैं. अभी कोई छोड़ के गया क्या बीच में? साईराम. तो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे ना. अगली क्लास में हम लोग फिर करेंगे. अभी आपको कोई डाउट तो पूछ सकते हैं आप. अभी क्लास चलेगी हम लोग की उसमें इंग्लिश में, कोई बात नहीं है. ठीक है, आगे पढ़ेंगे हम लोग. एनपीओ कर रहे हैं क्या आप लोग? साईराम,
Yes, sir.
एनपीओ के क्वेश्चन कितने लोगों ने किए हैं अभी? तो हाँ, कोई डाउट है आपको, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है एनपीओ में? नहीं है तो क्या हम कल से नया चैप्टर चालू कर सकते हैं? अगर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो कैन वी स्टार्ट पार्टनरशिप फ्रॉम टुमारो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, आज और आप लोग सॉल्व कर लो उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स. अगर आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती है तो पहले हम वो प्रॉब्लम आपकी सॉल्व कर लेंगे, डाउट्स है तो क्लियर कर लेंगे, और उसके बाद फिर हम लोग जो है आपका वो पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म वाला पहला चैप्टर फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ पार्टनरशिप दैट वी विल स्टार्ट. ठीक है, और कोई डाउट आपका? ठीक है, ओके. साई राम, थैंक यू. लेट अस हैव शांति पाठ. ओम शांति शांति शांति. साई राम.
Sairam, sir. Thank you, sir.